everyone, I'm Allie with the Potomac Bead Company, and today I'm doing a little product spotlight for you guys on a bead out of the Czech Republic that is kind of one of the unsung heroes and can be used a lot in basic stringing as well as seed beading as in bead weaving if you're looking into them. The bead that I wanted to go over with you guys today is the wheel bead. So the wheel bead is a 6mm bead. Again, it's a pressed bead out of the Czech Republic. And the cool thing about the wheel bead is that for a bead this size, it actually has a fairly small hole. There's a lot of beads that are kind of this almost pony shape. I think they look like candy necklace beads when they're kind of lined up next to one another. But they tend to have a really big hole. And if you're doing basic stringing, a lot of times you don't want that big hole, or if you're doing seed beading, you don't want that big hole exposed. So the wheel beads, rather than being more of like an O bead shape, where the hole is consistent and it's all one size, the wheel beads actually dome in a little bit. So if you're looking here, if you would put like a 4 or a 6mm bead, it's almost going to sit a tiny little bit like a bead cap on that actual bead because it has that doming effect, or that dome instance on either side here. Compared to a traditional rondelle, I just have some sitting here just to show you. The rondelles usually puff out in the middle, that they're going to be smaller on the ends and then kind of puff out in the middle, the traditional Czech ones. When we're looking at these are more of like, if you're looking gemstone-wise, more of a hishi shape. They have that nice flat, or a pony shape if you're referring to ones from the Czech Republic, that they have that nice flat edge around them, but again, they don't have a very large hole. So you're not going to have that big hole kind of floating around if you're looking for a traditional pony shape. These are about half the thickness of the pony shaped beads if you're looking for something like that. And because they have the smaller hole, they're not going to fit on a lot of cording. A 0.5mm to a 0.8mm leather is the thickest that you're going to get through here. But they work really well for basic stringing and for spacing in between beads and even seed beads. They're going to be kind of lined up a little bit less than a 2, or a little bit more rather than a 2O seed bead, so you can see kind of what the profile is. And I have the O beads here just to show you traditionally how a hishi bead or a regular non-faceted rondelle might be, or even the pony bead, that they are the same shape the whole way through it. The wheel beads are unique, again, that they have that indentation. So they're going in on the center of each side here, and they have that little indentation. So that's kind of the fun of the wheel beads. Like I said, they're great for basic stringing. They can go right up to other beads and sit right close next to them. They have, just to show you, I have a little bead sitting here. They kind of work almost like a bead cap to cover a little bit of the ends of the bead because of that doming effect. You could line them up next to one another. You can even put beads inside of them, like an O bead right here will sit inside of the dome. So something to think about also for the holidays is kind of stacking them up. All the little different sizes now of this kind of shape. You could stack up and make trees. I might have to do a video on that too, from the O bead or the wheel bead, from the rondelle to the wheel bead to the O bead to some of the demi rounds kind of going up as well. But I just wanted to show you guys because we recently got a lot of them in. We had some requests for these wheel beads and wanted to show you what they are, how they are different from a traditional O bead or a traditional rondelle, and even how they're different from the traditional Czech pony beads. So they kind of have that lifesaver look to them, or that actual candy necklace, like I said, look to them as well. So it's a fun little shape of a newer shape of a bead. It's been out there. Somebody branded it as the wheel bead, and now we're getting it in a lot of different fun colors and coatings as well. Again, it's out of the Czech Republic, and it is 6mm. If you do want to get your hands on any of these wheel beads, you can check out your local Potomac Bead Company store or shop with me online at potomacbeads.com. You can also check out below this video here, there's a little description of the video. Click on the link to show more, and that'll give you links if you want to purchase any of the wheel beads online from us. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel to get regular updates on things like the wheel bead, different patterns that we do, and updates from us at the Potomac Bead Company, as well as new product launches. You can also interact with us more and get more intimate at on Facebook. Show us what you're making and share with us what you've designed and created. You can even join us on our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Ask to become a member there and interact with a great community of people that are really enthusiastic to learn, to teach, and to show you their designs. As always, thanks so much everybody for watching, and hopefully you learned something new about what a wheel bead is, how it's different from pre-existing Czech shapes, and kind of get a brainstorm for how to use some of these awesome new shapes coming out of the Czech Republic.